So as promised, we try and do something different here on a Monday morning, and it certainly has been different so far, but not as different as this, because not only are we broadcasting live here on Logan City's 101, by far the finest radio station in at least 30 kilometers, and today we're doing something very different. We're actually broadcasting live on Periscope. And joining us this morning is Vanessa O'Brien. Now, she's a social media expert, a pet lover, which has got to be a good thing, a serial networker as opposed to serial stalker. What Vanessa does, she does now, one of the things that she does, speed networking. Last time I tried speed networking, I got 3 demerit points, $100 fine, so I'm not doing that again. But she also helps business people with multiple services who want to authentically grow their own community of raving fans, that'll be me then, through mobile live video broadcasting. Vanessa, welcome to the show. That's what we're doing right now.
Yes, I am here. I'm coming to you in 2 formats, radio and Periscope.
So for people that don't know, what is Periscope? It's nothing to do with submarines, is it?
No, nothing to do with submarines. And for those who have it, who actually know what I'm talking about, my actual handle is Pet Love Biz, and you can follow me on Pet Love Biz right now live. You can see me talking on the big-ass mic in front of me. But if you don't, what it is if you've got a smartphone or an iPad, you can download it. So that's iPhone as well as Android. It's an app. And it's an app that allows you to do live video broadcasting wherever you go.
Now, this is one of these things people get a little bit confused, obviously, with YouTube. If you record something and you put it on YouTube, it's there forever. With Periscope, 24 hours, is it?
Yes, it's 24 hours. Within the app, it gets recorded and it sits there in what's called replay mode for the next 24 hours. What
got you interested?
It's like the bright, shiny object syndrome in a way, and I've always liked live stuff. And it's a case of someone went, hey, check this out. I checked it out, and then the rest is pretty much history.
Now, obviously, I've just seen, this is the first 5 minutes worth that I've actually seen, you have your own community of raving fans. How did people find out about you? How did you sell yourself on Periscope?
Well, firstly, it's a case of just doing it. Clicking that start broadcast button can be terrifying for a lot of people, just like video is terrifying for a lot of people. And just clicking that start broadcast button will get you out there, and people will connect with you that way. And then from there, it's just about joining other communities and creating your own. That's pretty much it.
Now, one of the many things that you obviously, because just the fact that you say about pet lovers, obviously animals is very special to you.
Very much so. Got a dog and cat, but it's not even just that. I am a professional pet carer and have been doing that for 8 years, and so I love other people's pets very muchly. Very, very muchly.
Very much. As much as a word it is.
Yeah, we're going with it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So basically, because I've loved other people's pets as well as my own, and I love being around animals. They're just the best thing ever, sort of thing. Well,
the loyal members of the family, and a very quick story, just in case people didn't pick up, the missing dog that we talked about on here last week. There was a dog went missing, and thankfully she was found, and a lot of that was down to some help from our good listeners here at 101 FM, so that was terrific. But I called you, very unkindly, a serial networker, but you just love this whole concept of networking.
Yes,
How did that all come about?
Yeah, that's basically because of my pet care business. I had to get myself out there because it was a new business, and the thing with pet care is, especially when you do professional pet care compared to like the kid next door, is that you want to get yourself out there and get clients, of course. And of course the best way for me to do that was to make myself different to every other pet carer and actually get out there and go to actual business networking events, because for the first 4 years I did that business, and I can tell you there were like maybe none to one other people that are in the pet industry that went to these events. So I just had heaps of potential clients to me, and so that's why I love networking online as well as offline. I love online networking, but there's nothing can beat face-to-face.
And what we'll do in a couple of minutes, we'll play a tune, we'll come back to, we'll talk about speed networking. Now, everybody's heard of speed dating. I'm sure that they haven't really heard of speed networking. You can tell us all about that, and if people want to get involved, no doubt you'll tell us that too. And just one more question, do you carry your own oxygen supply? Because you speak even quicker than me, and I'm a little bit worried that we won't have enough for both of us in here. Just joined us, we've got Vanessa O'Brien. She's live in the studio, and she's broadcasting live to her army, her loyal raving fans, through the medium of Periscope, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that in a couple of minutes from now. Vanessa O'Brien has just learnt the biggest lesson in radio, and that is not to have a mouthful of biscuit before you're going to speak on the air. You see, it happens to us all. I made that mistake. I could have done a decent thing and told her, but I didn't. If you just joined us, very good morning. This is Logan City's 101 FM. Peter Taylor coming up after the news at 12 o'clock today, and it's Peter's final show before he goes off on holiday. I am slightly concerned about Peter. He's going cruising. It's a Titanic 2 he's on. That does give me a little bit of a concern, but never mind. And Peter knows that if he is on the Titanic, I will be the one who'll do a lovely tribute. Welcome back to Vanessa O'Brien, who is here. Not only is she here in the radio studio today, she's broadcasting live on Periscope. So you've got all these fans, and how often would you go on Periscope? Do you have like a daily show? How does it work?
Yes, I actually broadcast daily, and that's because I want to do that. I'm okay with that. You don't actually have to broadcast daily to still if you want to do Periscope. And also, the best thing about Periscope is because it's live video broadcasting, it's just like YouTube, you can watch. You can watch via the web, you can watch via the app, you can do the replay mode or live like other people are doing now, and we've had people in the UK, the US, and we've definitely got some people in Australia. Get more Australians on here, that's my point, is there more Aussies on Periscope? And yeah, you can watch via the app, and it's just a case of it's great, it's interactive, and we've had lots of actual conversations in the breaks here with everyone across the world.
Okay, if it's possible to be serious just for a moment, and I guess it probably isn't, but we'll have it go anyway. From a business perspective, what are the advantages of a business? Say somebody's starting out a new business in Australia and they want to get out there. What are the advantages of Periscope as opposed to Twitter and Facebook and all the other normal forms of social media?
Well, one, it's video. That's the big thing, is videos. You talk to anyone who knows anything about social media and marketing, is video is the way to go. Now, the thing with live video broadcasting is it helps get rid of the perfectionist in you instantly, because it's live. You can't fuss around with lighting and hair and all this sort of stuff.
Hey, look at me, I know.
Yeah, even me, if you see me live on Periscope right now, I go, nah, nothing happening here. And that's the beauty of it. Gets you over that hump so you can start actually doing good quality videos that are actually pre-recorded. Whereas with the live, you're getting the instant interaction. You get focus groups. You can do behind the scenes like we're doing right now. Okay. You can do product launches. You can promote your services, and you can connect with people, especially if you have any customers globally. But there's more and more Australians, of course, coming onto Periscope watching locally. I've got people Logan, Gold Coast and Brisbane that watch. So you can still promote your services locally as such. So there is that. It's big potential.
But there is a little bit of a chicken and egg, and people have to put the work in. You can't just expect to go on there and have followers instantly. And what about targeting? How do you target your audience? Or do you just say, come on, everybody love me, I don't care?
Well, initially I did that. Initially I didn't know what the hell I was doing like everyone else. I was all like, what? We're feeling my way around. Okay. But there's a lot of people like me out there now who can help mentor you and tell you, how it can work for you specifically. If you tell me what you want from it, then I can tell you how it can work for you, or if actually it won't work for you at all. But there is actually some aspects where, honestly, it won't work for you because, like you said, you actually have to put the work in, sort of thing, and you might not have the time or the Wi-Fi or the data or whatever it is to actually do it.
And I'm thinking certainly for small business, a one-person operator who might have an image of professionalism, and they might think, I don't want to let my guard down. So maybe that Periscope might not be for them.
Yeah.
But as a form of social media and just connecting with people around the world, from what I've seen, okay, I'm taken. I'll sign up for this.
Yay, we got Mike online.
And it may well be that over the next few weeks, as we have more people in, we might be able to broadcast their interviews on Periscope.
Exactly.
Which is good for them. Very quickly, and I know that you speak at 120 k's an hour, but anyway, she's not breaking any speed limits here. Vanessa, talk to me just about this speed networking. What is it? How does it work?
Well, like you said before, if those who didn't tune in, Mike described it as speed dating for businesses, and that's pretty much what it is. It's a case of speed dating for businesses. Is you go in, you get about 3 minutes each to talk. There's bells involved saying, person A talks, person B talks, and, you move on, and you get to meet a lot of people in a short amount of time.
But it's important to have a pitch, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Let's face it, there is this etiquette where if you go on LinkedIn, you're not supposed to sell your services, you're supposed to make contacts, meet up for a coffee, talk about the kids, the dog, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a business medium. Okay, guys, I want you to buy my product, my service, I want you to use whatever it is we've got, and so that's 3 minutes aside or 3 minutes collectively?
3 minutes each side.
Okay.
You usually get 3 minutes to pitch you, then the other person pitches for 3 minutes, and usually there's a little bit of time to swap details,
around,
and
yeah.
then you have to move on. And believe me, when you tend to one of these, I will give you guys one tip. When it's time to move on. Shut up and move on.
Okay. How hard is that for you, Vanessa? Like what you've just said, the shut up and move on. I can't really see that being in your vocabulary, if truth be told. Okay, so if people are interested and they want to know a little bit more, and you know, especially on the Gold Coast or up here towards Brisbane, where are these speed networking events?
Well, this one is specifically Gold Coast
Okay.
that I'm part of. There are bound to be ones elsewhere. Just look on meetup.com. That website's a really good place to look for a lot of business networking events. And I initially found the speed networking event via meetup.com, then, you know, became host and then co-host and all that sort of stuff. It goes from there. So, yeah, I highly recommend go to meetup.com to find the nearest one near you.
Okay, and the next one, if anybody's listening on the Gold Coast today here in Australia, and because I know that we've got worldwide global listeners, even more than we have normally on the web and via Periscope, in the Gold Coast, when is the next one and where is it?
As far as I'm aware, because I actually am attending it now, I'm actually not the host anymore. I've dropped out because I wanted actually to be part of it anymore. I was hosting and I didn't get the actual experience as such. So it's Monday and it's overnight. It's always overnight, and it's in Harbour Town. If you know what Harbour Town Shopping Centre is, it's on the opposite side of it. Is the best way to explain it. Because if I say where it is, people are like, where?
Okay. So basically, if you are heading down towards Harbour Town and you see a massive horde of people and Vanessa O'Brien in the middle of it with her iPad in her hand, talking to her legions, millions of followers, you've come to the right place. Vanessa, certainly you could talk for hours. I feel that I've met my match here. We'll have to have you back in again because
totally.
we'll talk about the pets and we'll talk about more of your perhaps business experience by using Periscope. But thanks, it's certainly been an education, and yes, people, I am converted.
Yay, that was my intention, and I am done now.
Not done, and out of here. So Vanessa O'Brien, that was live on 101 FM and live to the world on Periscope.
Mustangs have